those soaring prices are certainly taking a toll on lots of folks.
Yeah, but there is a Connecticut organization that is helping those in need by providing emergency assistance to help Connecticut households with their energy, which I think is just wonderful.
Yeah, Brenda Watson from Operation Fuel is here to tell us all about it, because it's a great program, but maybe not enough people remember it or know about it. So thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for allowing us to talk about our program.
Oh, we'd love to have you come on, but I always think, oh my God, they're here and it's not the winter. Why are you here?
Well, we provide year-round support for energy and water utilities, and you'll find that summer is actually the most critical time for people. If you don't have access to reliable and affordable electricity in the summer, you're very likely to struggle worse than in the winter. For people who have underlying issues like heart issues or respiratory breathing issues, it can be really dangerous for people who are vulnerable.
Because they might have a COPD machine, or they need something like that. So we don't even think about things like that. And of course, air conditioning. I mean, it's going to be. It keeps getting hotter and hotter. We're talking about 91 already this weekend. So especially for seniors, I mean, really extreme heat can be dangerous too.
For seniors, children under age of 5, it's really quite dangerous to people who don't have access to electricity in the summer, and even water. You know, we can survive theoretically. It's not the most ideal situation to be without electricity or heat, but if you don't have water, I mean, how do you it doesn't get any more basic than water.
How does it work? How does Operation Fuel work?
So you can either call 211, and the good folks there will refer you to an intake site that's closest to you. You can go to our website, operationfuel.org. You can apply online at any time during the day, any day of the week. We have a public portal that allows for people to apply for our assistance in the privacy of their own home. If you don't have access to a computer or internet, you can go to a local library, or even check your municipal town government, your senior center. Ask to either have someone help you go through the application process, or utilize one of their computers if they have a computer lab.
Right.
So there are several ways in which you can apply.
I guess that was part one of my question. My other question is, how does it work? How do you work? How do you get where do you get the money to give out?
So we have several different programs in which you can we receive varying sources of funding.
But so a lot of it comes from the public.
So we heavily rely on individual donors. We have a program called the Add a Dollar program. The utility companies help us out with that. There are 5 companies in the state that run that program for us. It's Eversource, UI, SCG, CNG, Norwich Public Utilities, Jewett City, and Wallingford Electric. So all of those programs allow you to add $1 on your bill, or you can go to their website and enroll in the program that way.
And this is great because Add a Dollar is accessible for so many people. You said even the people who benefited from the program like it, because once they don't need the help anymore, they choose the Add a Dollar. And you know, if thousands of us are adding $1, or you could add more, you could add 5, you could add 10, it goes right to Operation Fuel, and you're able to help the people who are most in need.
That's correct. A lot of people think that the money goes to the utility company. It does not.
Okay.
The utility companies collect it, but then they send the money to us, and 100% of what is raised goes right back to people who need it.
Okay, let's drive that point home again about Kara mentioning during the break. You know, we pay by e-bill. There is no check a box, but you say there's still a way that we can check the box.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're paying electronically, and I'm glad that you're bringing this up, because we do lose a lot of people who may pay their bills that way. So if you are paying via e-bill, you can still go to the website of those utility companies and enroll in a program. And as Kara said, you can add $1, $5, or $10.
I'm going to do that, because you've been missing out on my money, and and not intentionally.
It's just that you're not getting the paper. I used to remember when I did the paper bills, the check a box. But you're saying just if you happen to be doing, e-bills or recurring payments or whatever, you would just go to the Eversource website or whatever utility website, not Operation Fuel, but Eversource, and you can go into your account and check a box that I want, and they'll automatically just add that $1 to your bill.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So that's something to do if get a little moment to do
But
that.
I think it's a very important point that you brought up, is the money does not go to the utility companies, because people are always like, why am I giving that company more money?
Why am I giving any more? Right.
Why am I giving any more? But this goes to help people right here in Connecticut.
That's correct. And like I said, 100% of every dollar that's raised, every penny that's raised, goes right back to Operation Fuel, and we don't use a penny of it for admin or overhead.
Oh, really?
It goes right back to the community. So we average around $600,000 a year in that program.
Okay.
But we could be doing a lot more. I mean, Eversource alone has $1.1 household accounts.
1.1 million, right.
1.1 million, correct. Thank you for correcting me on that. So, I mean, even if 10% of those customers gave,
Right.
Yeah.
we'd be able to help more people. And especially as the temperatures rise, it's so dangerous for people who, I mean, for people who are vulnerable, it's dangerous, but it's dangerous for everyone.
Right.
And men in particular tend to succumb to heat-related deaths more often than women do.
That's interesting.
Because men tend to ignore those signs of, lethargy, dehydration. When you start to feel uncomfortable, men tend to ignore those signs, but it's really dangerous.
Okay, so how do we get in touch with you?
So you can go to www.operationfuel.org.
Okay.
You can call 211, or you can call our office at 860-243-2345.
We have it on your screen right now, too, so you can do the website or even on Facebook. But for folks that are there and are struggling, you may not think you qualify, but you're saying a family of 4 could make as much as how much and still qualify?
So we go up to 75% of the state median income, and that's roughly around $93,000 gross.
Seems like a lot of money.
It seems like a lot of money on paper, but as you know, once the taxes come out, that tends to penalize a lot of people who may still be struggling, still working, maybe at some cases 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, and they make that much money and they assume that they don't qualify for any help.
Right, so
But
call and find out.
for Operation Fuel, you just might qualify.
Okay.
So,
I apologize that you're busy, because you don't want to be busy, but you are, and we
are
applaud
busy.
we applaud the work that you're doing.
thank you. We're averaging around 50 applications a day.
Wow.
And we are actually, this is a banner year for us. We're close to serving about 9,000 households this year.
Well, thank
A
you
lot
for
of
doing
need
that.
out there.
A
Thank
lot
you
of
Thank
need.
you for
much.
this opportunity.
You come back anytime you want,
Thank you.
like tomorrow. if
I
you
would
want.
love to.
All right.
Thanks, Brenda.